Boom. You looking for this?
Hermes Express. She ships these things all over.
Hermes the
goes
goat.
to Olympus.
Percy, you can't ship Medusa's head to Olympus.
Why not?
Because the gods won't like it?
At all. At all. Why? That's what you do with dangerous stuff.
I don't think it's
Like
important.
batteries. You just send them back where they came from.
Okay, look, this is a bad idea. They will see this as impertinent.
I am impertinent.
Oh,
Yes, but
yes.
We're not.
Really, very not.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Looks just like the books. The handwriting, everything, almost. Just how it's written in the books. I love that little Easter egg.
That's cool.
600th floor. With best wishes, Percy Jackson. Ah, what a classic.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's hilarious that he takes the elevator.
Are we gonna see?
You guys are not gonna believe this.
Oh!
Dang.
Wow.
Wow, what a cliffhanger. Welcome back to Boomshot. I'm Colby and this is Maddie, and today we are reacting to and reviewing episode 3 of the new Percy Jackson series.
Let's go.
And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, go watch it and come back to this video.
For sure.
We're gonna get into it starting now. So what'd you think?
Oh my gosh, I think this might be my new favorite episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good too.
Well, I really liked episode 2, but this one was really good, mainly because one of my favorite scenes is when Percy ships Medusa's head to Olympus.
That is pretty savage.
Yeah.
And we get to see the goat, Hermes.
Oh my gosh, you're the only one that thinks he's the goat, babe.
Comment if you think Hermes is the best Greek god. But anyways, we got to see him, which I feel like, I don't know if he's going to show up anymore, but it was cool seeing Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, he'll show up again.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, he's a huge actor, so.
Yeah.
But so that was your favorite part?
Oh, for sure. I got kind of worried because honestly, they've changed like a lot of the dialogue, a lot of the scenes from the book. Hardly any of it is like the exact same. But I was like begging for them to put that line in there when Percy, because Grover in the books, he's like, don't do that, they'll think you're impertinent. And Percy looks at Annabeth because he's like, you want to say something? And he's like, I am impertinent. I was so glad that they put that in there. It made me so happy. I feel like that's a truly iconic just scene.
Yeah, so that was a good line. That was pretty savage.
Yeah,
but
pretty savage of him.
do you think this episode was the most true to the books then? Or do you think they've all been kind of here and there?
I think they all have been kind of here and there. I feel like they're true to the essence of the story, but like it's not exactly the same as the books, which is fine, but...
Do you think the movies have been more accurate, at least like from what we've seen in this?
Well...
I mean, we haven't seen
I don't know what
the
to
full
say.
show.
I would say no. I would say this feels more like the spirit of Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I mean,
I've-
I can't say I'm too knowledgeable of the books, but
Yeah.
I really like the actor that plays him. I think he kind of
Yeah,
captured it.
Walker Scobell does a great job.
And we watched a lot of interviews of him the other night.
Yeah, of him
and it seems like all of them.
Leah and Arian.
Yeah, and it seems like they all know the books quite well, which is good. I mean, anytime you have actors and actresses that know the source material, I feel like that goes a long way.
For sure, yeah. I 100% agree, especially because there's, yeah. Going along with that, we saw a lot more of Annabeth as a character this episode. I think Leah Jeffries is doing a great job. And I feel like just because the books are told solely through Percy's perspective, I feel like they're having to go like back and kind of flesh out the other characters' thoughts and actions. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, I feel like we got to see, or like got to hear a little bit of her backstory with her mom and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was like a touchy subject.
And Thalia.
Yeah.
Thalia
and Thalia, yeah.
And Luke. Now we realize that Thalia literally is the pine tree. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about. And it was interesting how I think they tied, which I guess that's Greek mythology as well, but how they tied that in with her mom, Athena and Medusa.
Yeah.
And Poseidon.
Yeah, that's the whole myth. But I think, so this scene unfolded really differently than from what we've seen in the books. But honestly, I think I might kind of like this more. I feel like it kind of gave Medusa more depth, you know?
Yeah, I really liked Medusa in this. And I kind of had a few questions about her character in general. Is like, she is a monster just like the other ones they've encountered.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess there's really no telling when they come back because they don't ever really die.
Yeah.
And then my other question was, like, when she petrifies people, turns them to stone, even the monsters, do they ever come back? Because they're turned into stone. They're not really, like, dead in the normal sense. Because all the stones are still in her emporium.
Right. I guess they're just preserved indefinitely.
Yeah, I wonder if she's like a cheat code.
I don't know if they can come back from being stone, though.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if she's like a cheat code. I feel like Grover spends a lot of the episode trying to unite them.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And we saw a little development with him too. Not to cut you off, but like with his uncle, was it?
Yeah,
That
Uncle
was
Ferdinand.
that was petrified.
Yeah.
That was kind of sad.
With Grover, I was thinking to myself, like, he was always a big character in the Percy Jackson series, but he was kind of like the comedy relief, and I feel like this show is kind of giving him more depth. Not that he didn't have depth before, but more heart or something, if that makes sense. But I love Grover in the books, and I have to say the Grover in the show feels kind of different, but similar but different. And I think it's because maybe he's not as like funny, and I think maybe they purposely did that.
Does he sing the consensus song in the books?
No.
So that's an original song?
Yes, consensus.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I think another thing is how they both like kind of turned down offers to leave each other. Annabeth and Percy. And they didn't know that each other had done that. And they both kind of, stuck it out with each other until that was known.
Yeah. I liked that too. I thought that was a good little point. Yeah,
because at the end, and whenever she's like, did you take her deal? And Percy's like, I cut her head off.
Yeah, I was like, of course you did.
And same with Annabeth. It was like, she could have took the deal of the monster or whatever, but she didn't. And Percy didn't know that. And the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they were doing it's kind of integrity, I guess I would say. That's the definition of integrity.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they were doing the right thing, even though the other one didn't know they were doing it.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. And I feel they're on their way to becoming friends.
Yeah, which also, I guess the biggest plot point to come from this is that one of his friends is going to betray him.
Yeah, that is huge. Absolutely huge. Will set the precedent for the rest of the series.
The president?
The precedent.
Oh.
We'll set, right? Is that right? We'll set the precedent for the rest of the series. It set the tone for the rest of the books. Yeah.
The series?
Yeah.
What? So...
This betrayal is going to cut deep.
Dang. So my kind of working theory is that Grover or Annabeth is going to betray, because it says like what matters most.
You'll fail to save what matters most in the end.
I think they'll fail to save the lightning bolt, but will save Percy's mom. That's my prediction. And they're all going to still be friends afterwards, because like they're going to fail to save what matters most, but by the end of it, what matters most to all of them is going to be Percy's mom. That's my prediction.
That's an interesting theory. I guess we'll see if it plays true to the books. I'm not gonna say anything because I kind of already know. But
Yeah, for those of you like me who don't really know what happens from here, but
yeah, which I mean, they've kind of changed some stuff, so who's to say it will happen exactly like it does? But
yeah, that's just my theory, and I think the main plot points will stay true, whether what I think is true or not, but
yeah,
or will happen or not, but.
Yeah, I had a feeling that we were gonna see Medusa this episode. Next episode, I think we're going to be going to St. Louis, and we're going to see Percy in the Mississippi River.
Ooh.
Is what I think is going to be happening next episode.
I guess another thing, real quick, before he closes, like Zeus, I guess he would have all of the big three would have beef with any of the other big three's kids.
Yeah, because they all made an agreement to not have kids, and then they were kind of doing stuff on the side. So, like World War II was, like, in the books, all of the main powers of World War II were demigods. So, like, they're like, yeah, we can't generate any more powerful offspring, so we're not going to have any more kids. Well, then Zeus, Thalia is his daughter. So that kind of got the gods going. And then Percy is Poseidon's son. So they were all doing stuff on the side. And so far, Hades is the only one who's kept his word.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And he's the one who has the lightning bolt right now. So he's kind of mad with his brothers.
Yeah, hey, and I guess that's kind of justified.
Yeah.
If he's the only one that's holding true, I mean...
Yeah, and that's also a huge plot point. Because if you notice, Hades doesn't have a cabin at Camp Half-Blood. He doesn't have a cabin. He's not in the Olympian circle on Mount Olympus. You know, they just stuck him in the underworld. So that's, I feel like, going to be a pretty significant plot point.
That is interesting. So, yeah, because what made me think is Grover's like, what are you, crazy? We can't fly a plane. Zeus is going to strike you down.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of scary.
That's kind of Zeus's domain. That would be like... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's kind of scary. That'd be like, what?
Percy just kind of brushes it off. At this point, he's already got like 2 gods ticked off at him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would think you'd have like Zeus or somebody on your side, but nope.
No.
Only person on your side is your friends and maybe your dad.
Maybe your dad.
I don't know much about Poseidon, but...
Yeah, just wait till we get to this one episode. He's gonna tick someone else off. Percy's whole life is just ticking off the gods, really.
Dang.
Well, yeah, but it all works out for him in the end.
Well, I'm excited to see what the end is, but I'm probably most excited for the journey along the way.
Oh, yeah. The journey's gonna be great.
Yeah, I feel like I remember what happens. I'm joking, I don't. But I remember there is a journey, and it's pretty much the whole book, right? Or series or something. To get the bolt.
Book.
The bolt is the whole book. First book. Lightning Thief.
Colby. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. You have any closing thoughts?
Nope. My prediction again is that we're gonna be going to St. Louis and we're gonna see the Mississippi River.
And I think episodes are at Tuesdays at 8 now, confirmed.
Yeah, 8 Central.
Yeah, 8 Central time.
9
from here on
Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Yeah, from here on out, so I believe, unless they change it. But I'm looking forward to that, and we'll keep covering it, so.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great.
All right. Looking forward to it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Alrighty.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah.